Hi, I'm Luke Gilfillan. Welcome to the Lounge with Luke Gilfillan. Hello and welcome to the third Lounge with the Boys, I believe. Today we are going to be talking about reopening the schools in the fall, and that's basically all we're going to be talking about. So we have Frankie Gilfillan, that's my brother. We have Jaxon Toppen, that's a junior now. Jacky Shen, also Alex may be joining us. Alex Goldstein, I think he is. Alex Goldstein, the famous student journalist. We love.
Short.
Also who?
Also, he's short.
Also, yeah, Alex Goldstein is a short individual. And then we have Peter Zay, who goes to Fenwick and is a junior.
It's true.
It's true. That is true. Oh, we got Alex. Alex, we've started the Lounge with the Boys. It is now 1 minute since we started. Yeah, that's about it. So, I'm not all up to date as to what the plan is in terms of reopening the schools in the fall. Alex, do you know what the plan is for that?
I don't think it's announced yet.
You don't think it's announced?
It hasn't been voted on yet, but
yeah, voted
right
on.
now, I was at the board meeting a little bit last night, and as of right now, I think they're planning on doing a more in-depth version of remote learning, at least for first semester. There's you have to be there every day, and there's a set time for each amount of class, or the classes that you have to go to, and there's Google Meets or Zooms, a lot more of those. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I've never used Zoom for my class.
So as far as I'm aware, there's no plan for in-person instruction for next year, right?
As of right now.
As of right now, yeah.
It's the second wave of the thing coming,
Got it. So the plan is to continue what we were doing last semester, sophomore year of class of 2020 and whatever. We're going to continue that, but it's going to be set times for each class, and it's just going to be, and Zoom is going to be allowed, right?
Zoom or Google Meet.
Okay. Frankie, you go to the Roosevelt. Do you know anything about the plan for Roosevelt?
No, I don't.
He knows nothing. Okay.
They sent out an email for District 9 that they have a part-time schedule for in-person learning. Oh yeah. So,
Alex knows more than Frank.
I have two sisters who are in District 90.
Oh yeah.
I think it's some in-person instruction and some instruction. I think.
Okay. So.
I heard that was what Opera, but I may also be wrong.
Okay. So, I guess we should just get into the discussion. Does anyone have any ideas for what their ideal going back to school would look like? Jackson, do you want to start?
In the ideal situation, I want to go.
I would love to be back in class, but until really, I don't personally feel like as a state because I feel like we should really be judging school going back to, first of all, by the size of the school, and OPRF is a giant school, so the chance that there is someone who
So you want sort of like a Roosevelt model where there's part-time in-person and then there's masks and social distancing, but a lot more of the time is spent on remote learning?
Yes, even though remote learning isn't the best thing, I feel like it is the thing that is the right thing to do right now.
Does anyone else want to respond to that or add on to
Sure.
I
it?
can respond.
Alex, do you want to go first?
Yeah. I was just gonna say I agree with you, Jackson. Except I was at the board meeting last night, and they were talking about social distancing in classrooms and reduced capacity. 6 feet. I think the architects that were doing we're gonna do the renovations. They said that like there would be a max of like 6 to 8 kids in each classroom, including the teacher. And it would take like is with like temperature checks and stuff, it would take like an hour to get 300 kids into the building, and there's 3,500 kids in the school. So I just don't really think, even though I don't like it, I don't really think that, I think that right now remote learning is the best option. So there's really no, like Jackson said, masks aren't like the one answer to everything, like the solution. So yeah, there's nothing we can do right now.
I just feel like we should have at least some check-ins. Like,
Yeah.
with like the 300, it would take that much time to get 300 people in. Well, how about you do every 10 days? That I feel like that would still be beneficial, and sure, it isn't. I still feel like it is an important thing.
Okay,
And I understand.
Jacky Shen has to go. Jackie, do you want to add anything before you leave?
I feel like it's a bad idea that school reopens. Remote learning's good enough. That's pretty much all I have to say.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it was good having Jackie in the lounge with the boys. Thank you very much, Mr. Shen.
Say nothing. You're welcome.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Jackson, do you want to continue?
It's really hard to know what the right answer is. Because this is all happening now. It's not something that we have a giant experience or we've prepared for a lot. Like, it's sort of, we're trying to figure it out as a country, really.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough situation. Peter, did you want to add anything?
Yeah. So, I was just gonna say, I got a plan. Currently, I think their plan, they're saying they're gonna do the hybrid thing. So,
Hybrid?
that is, they're gonna split all the students into 2 big groups based on alphabetical. And they will switch off days going to school 4 days a week, and then 1 day is always on, like, at home distance learning. And I was just gonna say, I think that's like just a shit idea, honestly.
Why is that?
For me at least, this may not be the case for everyone, but it takes like a while to adjust to a certain type of learning, a certain space, and switching off so frequently between, like, working in my room and at school. I think it would make me a lot less productive.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot harder for me to learn. I think obviously in an ideal scenario we would all go back to school just for in-person learning like normal. I'm not sure if that is currently feasible given the state of Illinois. We definitely do not want this pandemic to go on any longer than it is. So I personally think, I honestly would be fine sacrificing all in-person learning and just distance learning for like the first semester, the first quarter, if it could help, just
Slow it down.
hang out with the boys, man.
Yeah. That also begs a question that I just want to ask you guys. Do you think you guys have been as productive, much less productive, or more productive during remote learning as opposed to in-person instruction like we had before?
Less productive.
Less?
Yeah, for
Okay.
the thing is, I
That's gonna be a no for me.
for me at least, half of the reason I am actually able to get some work done for school is the accountability of, like, you know, if I don't do a worksheet, you know, I go to school the next day and then the teacher's like, everyone hand in your worksheets, and I'm like, oh, I didn't do it, and then I get, you know, like, even just like the look of disappointment on the teacher's face, that I didn't do it. But at home, it's just so much easier to procrastinate. It's so much easier to say, oh, you know, I'll do that later. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow. It doesn't matter. And also, can I just say, I don't know how OPRF did this, but at Fenwick, you had to, like, turn things in on a certain time each day. That's bullshit. I think it should all just be, because the thing is, it's like why should your work? No, not midnight would be better, but it would do it like 4 or 5. Like,
Midnight makes sense because that's like
You can't procrastinate.
it should be due at 8 a.m. the next day. You know?
that also
Or
makes
it should
sense.
be
Yeah, that's what we
school
did.
starts the next day. So that I can, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of stupid. A stupid thing that Fenwick did. Yeah.
I would just like to say that me and Alex Goldstein, we were in a car together during driver's ed. That was epic.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I think that sort
Social
of...
distancing driving went really well.
Hey, they call me the White Lewis Hamilton.
Speaking of which, how did your guys' driver's ed test go?
I failed.
Hmm.
Same.
I passed.
Alex
Oh,
was in
I'm
the
doing
car when I failed.
I did. By a large margin. I guess I'm just the best driver since
Alex was
Carol
in
Shelby.
the car when I failed, bro.
Yeah, I was.
I'm doing like
I didn't do that bad, man. I didn't do
an
that
online driver's
It's
course.
terrible. And I thought I did okay. But
Peter,
then I
what-
ran
what are
over
you
a
doing?
curb on a right turn. How was that?
bad. Did I do that? I don't remember.
I'm doing an online driver's ed course. We're supposed to do like 2 hours. You're supposed to do 2 hours a day for 15 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've done 4 hours total in 2 months.
Yeah.
I've done over 15 hours
I've done 35.
off.
Of
Same,
driving.
dude. I've done
Yeah.
35 hours and I failed.
Rick.
No,
I'm
I've
talking
done
just
14, I've
coursework.
done 15, I've done like 25.
I'm talking like class time.
Oh, okay.
Web E
I
class.
didn't
I have no idea how many hours I spent.
Not
I don't
to...
know how long I spent just in e-learning.
I spent like maybe 4 hours a day doing e.
I spent probably like...
That's because I sort of like did a bunch of others. I got distracted.
For a day. That.
I spent probably like 3 hours a day.
3. I thought you said 1 hour.
1? No.
I
Probably like 3
spent,
hours.
I would go 5 hours, but like I was watching like, I don't know, I was just
YouTube.
doing like, I was like 50% doing other, like,
I started like doing it all in chunks, and that was easier. But then I was just got to just doing busy work. So I was just trying to get it done, and I was just doing work from 12.
I guess since this lounge is over the topic of reopening schools, it might be good first to acknowledge that people like us at our age group have virtually very, very little risk of mortality from coronavirus. I think it's a third of the fatality rate among people under 18 from coronavirus is the flu, and
here's
among
how I think about it.
uh-huh.
So I agree, like, that is not really an arguable thing about, people, we won't
Yeah. So that's the main
That's
issue
how I
because
think
you have a
about
lot of staff at the school that are over 65, and some people have cross generational families where they might have a grandparent in the home. And for those people, obviously, you'd want the option of, and people with autoimmune diseases. So there are some people that we know probably that have extra immune issues due to other reasons. But for those people, that's where you want that remote learning option because um, one solution that I saw put forward from some random dude on the internet. So this is not like some medical expert or whatever, but what you would have is like 21-year-old people straight out of college that would serve as like proctors, basically like supervisors, and then you'd have the teacher if they're like over 65 or have like immune disease. They would be doing through a Zoom call. They would be instructing a class while the proctor makes sure that the kids don't kill each other. Anyone have any thoughts on that idea?
Good idea.
Great idea. All right. Anyone
Yeah,
else?
I didn't really follow that. Can you say that again?
So basically, there would be
You
these
could
like
probably tweak it to be better, but like I don't know, like the base idea is pretty good.
got it. So yeah, that was basically one suggestion I heard. Did you hear all that, Alex? Or
I
Are-
never followed you.
Have people who taught who like are learning to teach and stuff out of that just came out of college.
not even people that are learning to teach, but like just 21-year-olds that want to watch a class for $20 an hour.
Oh yeah. Just have like a babysitter.
Basically, yeah.
Babysitter.
I think that's
And have
basically
the
all it is.
teacher be in the class teaching over Zoom, but you're in the class.
Yeah, someone can just listen to podcasts in the corner and get paid.
Oh.
Which podcast would you be listening to?
Well, we'll have to specify those. Personally, I'm a big fan of The Lounge with Luke Gilfillan. But we can make exceptions.
I think that's the correct answer.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything that they want to add, or?
I just want to say I have something a little unrelated that I want to add, but still related. Well, unrelated to our topic of discussion, right? But I just want to say that I think it's not feasible for us to go back to school right now, obviously. But, I think in the near future, when we do go back to school, I think people are really stressing the amount of cases way too much. I think that when we go back to school, it really depends on how safe we are, how developed a vaccine is, and basically the amount of safety measures we can take to protect the vulnerable populations that exist at our school from contracting the virus. I think that basically the COVID, COVID is, there's like thousands of people die from the flu every year. Like COVID-19 is always going to be around. It's not just going to disappear.
Yeah.
But I just think that in order for a return to school, we should be judging safety, like whether or not a vaccine is developed enough, rather than the amount of cases, right? Because there are cases of the flu cases like every year. We still go to school because of that, because we still go to school when the flu happens, because that's treatable. People get flu vaccine. But I think ultimately it just depends on the safety of students and staff rather than the amount of cases.
Yeah, Peter says, keep in mind we have some time before school starts. I think people are rushing to make plans. Yeah, I guess I just want to ask you guys, what if there is no vaccine for coming up within 2 years, and you guys end up being seniors at the time you would graduate, and you never return to high school? Would you guys be okay with that?
It'd be
Sorry, you're cutting out. Could you repeat all that?
Oh, okay. So I know it's probably what the schools would have to do. Is I'd be a little bit saddened by the fact that we'd have to graduate virtually. We wouldn't get to see our friends. We wouldn't get to thank our teachers and our coaches the last time before we graduate. So it's I know they'd be doing it just to keep us safe, but I think it's too far in the future for us to determine what happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just like to say that there has been a lot of the way I'm approaching this is I've had a lot of various plans and stuff that I've been doing over the past 2 years that have been that would completely go out the window if I wasn't able to go to school junior year or that wouldn't happen, and I guess that's just really disappointing to me and whatever. Like, for example, writing for the school newspaper, no one's going to be distributing a physical newspaper of Alex Goldstein's incredible articles, and I'm sure that's probably a disappointment to you and all.
I was really excited. That was part of the
Yeah. And yeah, I've had some clubs that I've worked to try and grow over the next 2 years, and I honestly don't think, other than virtually, that is going to happen. And I guess my perspective towards it is I'm going to be on this earth for 80 years, and honestly, if I'm going to be locked in home, or not really exactly locked in home, but if I can't go to school for the next 2 years as a normal person would, that you're basically cutting off 1/40th of my life over a disease that is 3 times less likely to kill me than the flu, and I just don't see very much of use in that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's very complicated. Yes, that's a very good response to everything.
I think that like a lot of goals that to accomplish if those goals ruined because that would be I would not, it would just
Sorry, Alex, you just cut out over the past 5 seconds. Yeah.
I agree with you. I think that sad that we don't get to experience we wouldn't get to experience a form of normalcy. We wouldn't get to accomplish some of the goals that we set to achieve before graduation, like either in a normal way or at all. So I think it'd be very, very disappointing for all of us. But again, I think it's a little bit, senior year is a little bit too far ahead for us to tell what happened.
Okay. So unless anyone else has anything to add, I think we'll just wrap it up there. Frankie, you've been silent during this whole thing. Do you have anything else to add? I know.
No.
No, he said no. Okay. So thanks so much for listening. Yeah, thanks, Frankie. Be sure to like and subscribe, and goodbye.
You're welcome.
Wow. Okay. Bye.